guys, my name is Mo and long time no see. So just real quick before I cover all these traveling tips for you guys, I kind of want to talk about how my uploading schedule got off track. Also, this is random, but I have a cold right now too, so if I sound like I'm dying, I'm okay. But anyway, like I covered 2 videos ago, link down in the description, going to college in the UK is way different than attending college in the US. And while there was ultimately less class time and assignments due, the time and effort I spent preparing for each reading and midterm and final was far more than I anticipated. Which is totally fine, because I powered through and got everything I needed to done. Woo! I get my grades back really soon. Woo! But anyway, my original plan for this Fall 1 project for Gilman was to upload once every 2 weeks, or bi-weekly. Obviously though, that didn't happen. Which is kind of understandable, I guess, because school does have to come first. But ugh, I'm such a perfectionist, I can't believe this happened. But anyway, my new plan is to count how many Sundays I've missed. And make these up in the next couple weeks now that finals are over. So I should have all my videos uploaded by the end of May or by the first week in June. Does that sound okay? I hope that's okay. I'm trying my best here. Anyway, let's talk about travel. Of course, I'm pretty biased, but the UK is an amazing place to study abroad. I fell in love with it when I was a baby, 14, when I had the opportunity to travel with the People to People program where I was a student ambassador. And since going off to college and becoming a semi-functional adult, I know I've always wanted to come back here. And thanks to the Gilman Scholarship, here I am! There are so many things I love about the UK, particularly Scotland. I love that each of the 4 countries that make up the United Kingdom have their own distinct culture as soon as you cross the border. As it's so close to Europe, it makes it so easy to travel to other European countries. But then with all these possibilities, where do we start? Here, my friend. Here is where we start. Number 1, prioritize your trips. Lord knows all of us study abroad kids are hyper aware of their budget. And if you aren't, you should be. Seriously. The money you start with will go way too fast if you allow it to. So before you get to your study abroad location, make a list of all the places you want to go. Then sleep on that list. Look at it again. Rearrange it, cross things out, add some, do your research, do whatever. Do what it takes to get some sort of idea churning around in your mind. Then when you get to your host country, ask some locals where their favorite places are. If it sounds cool, add it to your list and give it a week. Think about it. Then look at your list again. And remembering your bank account, pick the trips that you have to take. Decide on those places you'd really regret not getting to. And make those your priority. And honestly, don't ever think that you're confined to your study abroad country. If something's close by and you especially think you'll never get there again, do it. Branch out. Have some fun. Especially if you're in Europe somewhere, all of the flights are super cheap, so you might as well. But at the same time, don't pigeonhole yourself with big trips. Money adds up fast here, so make sure you have a balance of big trips and small trips sprinkled throughout your entire study abroad experience. And maybe leave enough room in the budget for a spontaneous trip or 2. That way you always have something to look forward to. And that brings me to my next point. Number 2, start looking at travel websites and book early. I can't recommend this enough. Once you have your stuff together and you know where you want to go, set it in place. Book these trips as early as possible. That's the only way to ensure that you get the best prices for where you're going. This video isn't sponsored by any of these websites or companies, but I really recommend sites like Trainline and Airbnb, and especially Student Universe. Places like Student Universe especially have great student discounts to look into. At the very, very least, I would suggest booking these trips at least a month in advance. Because the farther you plan on going, the more expensive it'll be. So yeah, pretty straightforward advice. 3, find a travel buddy or travel group. This is also pretty straightforward. But in the world we live in today, I really recommend traveling with at least one other person. It's safer, cheaper because you're splitting everything, and so much more fun. I lucked out in that both my best friend and I were really set on Scotland as our study abroad experience. So we've gone everywhere together and had such a blast in the process. Honestly, a traveling companion makes a world of difference. 4, research the places you are going. This point may seem like a no-duh kind of thing, but just hear me out. Of course you're gonna research the places you wanna go. But I found it so much smarter to plan your route and know these places before you go there. Read online reviews, take notes of things to see and avoid. Keep up with the current events of the place that you're traveling to. Obviously, you're gonna have fun with whatever you end up doing, but it really, really is smart to keep informed and adjust your plans if necessary. Plus, who knows, you might find a hidden gem that you didn't know you wanted to visit. 5, lastly, make someone who's trustworthy aware of your plans. This is kind of lame, but Mac and I to this day just feel so much more comfortable when one of our parents knows what our travel plans look like. It makes us feel safer, it makes our parents feel better, and it's just nice to know that someone's keeping track of you apart from yourself. So yeah, these are the most important tips and tricks that I've found out while traveling, and I sincerely hope that they help you on yours. So please, if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll try and get back to you. And finally, another huge thank you to the Gilman Project for their patience and for being able to study abroad. Experiencing Scotland and making all of these memories continues to be probably the most excitement I've had in my entire life. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye! And guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye! Do